Hello friends, welcome to Be Learning Club. So in this interesting tutorial, I will show you how can you create the easily weather report website. At first, I will show you how it works. So just put any location name and click on get data and click on submit. Yes, you get the weather details very easily. And I also put the full source code inside the description box. Just check it for the full source code link. Also, you can join the Telegram group for the full source code link because you can get the full source code from there. Okay, so yes, just change the location and now click on get data and submit. Yes, this is the weather detail. And now also run this and just type the city name and get data. Yes, this is the weather details. Temperature 11.7 degrees Celsius, New York, United States of America. Condition is sunny. So yeah, this is the weather details app you can create very easily. And how can you create this full weather report website with Python and Django? Just see the full video. You will understand easily. If you don't know very much advanced concept of the JavaScript and Django, then don't worry. This is very simple video and you can create it very simply. At first, I want to tell you something. Just the go to a proper design. You have to do it yourself. So you have to do a proper design and you have to do it by yourself. So you can use also the bootstrap. I just show you how can it work. So yes, let's start. So at first just open the CMD. So now just create the Django project. Django add me start project and the name of the project is project and dot and then Django add me start app and name of the application is app. So now just open it with any code editor. So here is our project. Go to settings.py. At first install the application. So what is the name of the app is app. So now save it and go to the URL and here just include type here and then I just copy this and just paste it here. And now what is our name of app? This is app.url. We will create urls.py inside the application folder. I just make it the landing page. So now save it. I just copy it and now go to the app and here just create url.py. Inside the urls.py I just paste it and now go to the views and here just a def and the index for the index page and just create the request request and then return render and then just type the request and then type the template name index.html and now go to app folder and here create the folder name templates templates. Just check the spelling always and inside the template just create index.html and just go to the bootstrap and copy the starter template and now paste it here and now just go to the bootstrap again and I just copy the navbar. Where is the navbar? Here is the nav and just I copy this nav as heading and instead just here paste it and also I just want to the dark theme of the navbar. So just scroll down and you can see here this is a dark theme. So just copy it and you can see here. So here just add bg dark. This is the class for the dark, and now just paste it data bs dark, and now go to the urls.py, and here just type from from dot import view, and now just remove it, and here just remove also. Just make the landing page is very basic in Django, you always know about it. So just type view dot the function name index, and name of the url is home. Just it's absolutely fine. Now just run it at first. Python manage dot py run server, and okay. So now just type here URL, and you can see here. So now change it to weather app, this hello world. So weather report website. So here class text center. So just replace it, and yes, it's absolutely fine. So now just, yeah, it is a weather report website, and now I want to use some API. So what is the API? I just want to show you. So here it is. So at first you have to go to the rapidapi.com. You know about Rapid API. So I just go to the rapidapi.com. Don't worry about it. I will tell everything. Rapid Rapid API rapidapi.com. Just go to rapidapi.com, and you can see here popular API, free public API for developers. Just view all. Otherwise, you can directly search Weather API from the search box. So just scroll down, and you can see here weatherapi.com, weatherapi.com. Otherwise, you can search from here. I will put the link in the description box. I will put this link. Okay. So at first you have to log in, sign up. Just do that, and it's absolutely free. Just log in at first. And now I already just subscribed it. Otherwise you have to subscribe. So how can you subscribe? I will show you another API. So just I take this API, and just how can you subscribe an API? So just click on subscribe to test. So when you click on subscribe to test, it will be subscribed for you. So just in my case, I already subscribed with weather API. So just go to weatherapi.com, and now you can see here Rapid API app request URL, and here it's the code for the Node.js and HTTP, PHP, Python, R. So don't worry about the code. I will tell you everything. You don't worry about anything. So you need this key, Rapid API key at first, and the Rapid API host. So just go to the index, and here we have to make a form here. So before that, I just want to show you one thing. So here it is our project, and I just previously made one project. I just go to the templates and index.html. So here I already made the project earlier. So I just copy from here, and I will explain everything. Don't worry about that. I just copy a little bit HTML code, and now this is just for time saving. And this is the nap, and this is the h1, and now I just paste it. So here what is it? So and this is a h1 tag, and put the location. This is very easy. And the deep class is container, and then just type a input, and input and id text, location input placeholder, enter a location. That means you have to enter the location. I just show you. So if I save it and just run it, so yes, put the location. So basically you have to uh, do a input for the location input. So here you can type the location like anything what you want. So sorry. So then just click on get data and we will have the longitude and latitude value. So before we making any weather report, we need two data, latitude and longitude. And for this, we need another API. So what is the API? So this API basically, I just show you. This API basically where it is. Mm, yeah, this API basically is Rapid API, not Rapid API, opencagedata.com. So just go to opencagedata.com and just log in and you will have an API key. So just go to opencagedata.com. I will put the link in the description box. This is absolutely free. 200, 2500 API request per day. So yes, it's enough. So just create an API key and it's absolutely free, friends. So just go to opencagedata.com and just create an API key after the login. So just click on dashboard, then go to geocoding API and just here you can find the API key. So here just create API key, nothing else. You only need this API key for determine the latitude and longitude of any location. So here uh, I already input enter a location. You have to use the input tag for enter location and then obviously the button and button just give a class button primary and on click equal to get location and get location is a function of JavaScript. We will create it. So I think you have understand this. Just I just don't do basically too much thing. This is very simple thing. You can see here div container input input for a place input for a location placeholder and then just create a button and mainly on click equal to get location. This function's name is important because this function name I will use in JavaScript. Okay, so now save it and now this is our website till now. So now go to here and here just type the script. Now we have to write the script. So inside the script we have to write a lot of things. So for the time saving I just copy from here and I will explain everything, don't worry about that. So no, this is our weather report and yeah, here template index.html. Okay, so you can see the function I already have created it and I just copied this function and I will explain everything. Don't worry about anything. So just copy it and just this is our project and now just paste it here and don't worry about the code. I will put the all code in the telegram group or the description box, just check it. So here it is the function JavaScript function name is get location and get location this is function. When anybody click on the button this function will work. So here just create a variable local input and document dot get element by id location input this is input tag. So we need this value of the input tag. So we store in the variable location input equal document dot get element by id. So we have this value. Now var another create another variable var location equal to location input dot value. So we store this variable value inside the location variable. So now I have to use the Axios. So for this, we need import the Axios also. So here I just copy this axios.min.js and paste it here, just above the script. So here it is the Axios and http opencagedata.com axios/dist. I will put everything on the Telegram or the description box. Don't worry about things. Just watch the video carefully. You will make the weather app very easily. So I have already imported the Axios. And basically, what we want to do at first, we want to do to determine the latitude and longitude. So for this, it's I have to do. So so then type axios.get, and this is very important URL http.opengate.com geocode version 1 JSON and encode URI component location, and then you have to type your key. So I will put this script in the also Telegram group and description box. Just you have to copy and paste it, and I just let you understand. So here just use your key instead of my key. Just use your key in the axios.get and then .10 function and response. Here I have created a variable also result response.data.result 0 and latitude longitude. I just stored the latitude longitude value inside the variable. So here just display the result. So at first we get the location and we have stored the location value and we pass the location inside the axios.get with the API key, and now we get the latitude and longitude value, and now we display this latitude longitude value. So here we want to display the latitude longitude value. Result container equal, this is a variable result document.get element by id result container. I also created the result container deep, you can see it. So result container, this id is very important. So result container, so inside the result container I just put the latitude and longitude value. So result container dot inner html, obviously you can know about it, and then just type latitude is dollar latitude is a variable, you know about it, this value latitude, and this longitude value I just put here longitude after the br tag longitude. So we can get latitude and longitude. So here it is okay. You can also end here, but I want to make extra thing. Here I also can create a variable lat for the latitude, and here it's a longitude because we need to store the. I just remove it at first because you don't. You will difficult to understand. So just uh, delete it and just run it. Put the location. Yeah, I can get latitude and longitude value. You can see it here. So just for this, and now weather.inner html. So I have just paste this thing variable weather and deep id is weather. So here I have to write some HTML code. Now for the latitude, longitude, and the weather. So basically, I just create some form. So I have to create a form where I put the value of the latitude and longitude. So you will and you will understand that. I just copy the form from here and paste it here. So this is the form. So form ID is SUB. Why sub? Because at first I want to disable this form. Whenever user click on the get data, then he will see the form. So that's why it is. So at and then I just type style display equal to none and div id sub container mx px, just this is the class mi, then type the form action. This is the parser URL. This is the URL. I just remove this. I will put it later. Form action post and then type CSRF token and then type two input tag for latitude and for longitude. So ID here is LATT and the mm, the ID for the longitude is LONGG, and value of this input will be latitude and longitude, and name of this input field is latitude and name of this input field is longitude. So now uh, you can create whatever it is simple to you. So just I give the ID LATT LONGG and name equal to LAT and name equal to LONG for the input. Now I want to store the latitude and longitude value inside the input field. So that's why. So now var lat equal document dot get element by ID LATT lat means this. And now I want to store the latitude value inside this input field. So now just var lat equal to document dot get element by ID. Just put the ID LATT lat, then lat dot value equal dollar latitude. Latitude is always variable. Here you can see these variables store the latitude value, and then same thing with the longitude. Var longitude and document dot get element by ID LONGG long. This is the ID. Here you can see the ID and the long dot value and longitude. And just I create another p tag and ID is weather, and here just type weather dot inner html. At first you have to get the element by ID. So var weather variable is weather and document dot get element by ID. Just put the ID weather, and here it is a weather and weather dot inner html equal, just type the submit button to see the report, and then var x equal document dot get element by ID, and this is full form ID sub. So whenever user click on the get data, he will see the form. So if x dot display style dot display equal to none, if x dot style dot display equal to none, then x dot whenever a user click, then x dot style dot display equal to block, otherwise none. So then close it and then just type dot catch function error, and if error then console dot error error. Just this is the function. I think you will understand. Otherwise, I will put the script. You can see it. So here, just type the location Kolkata or anything. So click on get data. So yeah, here is some error issue. I think. So where is the issue, man? Result container get data and get geolocation. This is the get geolocation function script, and yeah, everything is okay. Yes, it will take some time. So basically, it's okay, and you can see it inside both of the input text. We just get the latitude value and longitude value because we need this value to see the weather report. So that's why I have created two input field, and inside two input field I store the latitude and longitude value automatically, and then whenever I click on submit, then go to the weather report. So I just refresh it, you can see it. So at first put the location, that's why here I use display equal to none at first, and here I use the x dot style dot display equal to none, then user click, then x dot style dot display equal to block. So yeah, so that's it. So I think you are very used to with JavaScript, and now just put another location and just click on get data, and latitude I just get latitude and longitude value and this and this. Okay, so now just go to views. Here create another function. So def, and you can see here this form means this form is a post form. You can see here a form, and this is the method is post, and obviously post method is need the CSRF token, and the value is lat, and the value is for longitude is long long. Go to views, and here just weather underscore app and request return render request comma weather dot html. Now type if request dot method equal post, then latitude is a variable, request dot post, and just type the name of the input field latitude lat, and now long for the longitude is the variable, and say request dot post, and name, what is the name field, it is the long, and then if you wish to print then you can print. I just always use print statement because I want to check if this request is okay or not. So that's why lati comma long logn, sorry. And now go to the urls.py. Here just create another path, and here weather slash views dot weather app, and name of the URL is weather, weather, and go to index.html, and here just inside the action just type the URL weather. So this is the Django format, URL weather. This form submit into the URL weather, and whether it is the name of the URL, and then go to the function, and then if it is a post method, then print lati and long. Okay, so just check it value and get data and submit. Okay, so template doesn't exist. Yeah, template doesn't exist obviously, but I can see the latitude and longitude has been printed. So just go to the templates and WEAPI weather.html, and yes, go to the bootstrap and copy the starter template, paste here at first, and now save it and just refresh it, and Delhi or anything. Mumbai. So get data, and you can see the latitude value and the longitude value. Don't It is not change. Yeah, it is changeable, but you can obviously do that. So just submit, and now weather dot. Yes, you can see this, and it is a hello world, and you can see this latitude value and longitude value. Okay, so now what we have to do? So now in the weather.html, we have to do the weather report. So for the weather report, we need weather API. So again, I just copy some code from here for the time saving. This is the navbar, simple navbar, and just this is a simple deep tag. I will explain it if you don't understand. And just remove this. And this is a simple navbar. Just create the simple neighbor, and it is a deep tag class container mxy padding y whatever you want, and each one tag details. Then create a deep class is weather info, and you don't need this class actually. So here I use the h3 tag for the heading current weather, and these three are important. P for the location, PID is location, then paratag ID is temperature, then paratag ID is description, because we need these three things inside a JavaScript. So now I just copy some script here. So I will explain the full script, and I also put the script on the Telegram group or description. You can check it. I put the full project, so don't worry about anything. So here just type the script. So here it is a script. Type text JavaScript. At first, we need to a variable latitude and longitude value. So yes, go to the views.py, and now here just copy this return, and after the print you paste it, and we need to pass the value lati and logn. So at first lati for the latitude, lati lati, and then for the logn longitude, logn LATI, LOGN, LATI, LOGN. Now go to the weather.html. At first, this is a script variable LATI, and here it is the Django variable. Just put it the inverted comma, and this is the variable for the long is long. So what is the Django variable for longitude? And this is logn. Go to weather logn. Okay, so this is a variable lati long. We have two variable I have created, and these two variables store the value of the longitude and latitude. And now create the constant API URL. This is important phase for the weather API. You can see here, this is the URL https weather com. Just copy and paste it. I will put the code. So http slash weather API and current.json and query. After the query equal, just put the variable lati and percent to c. Then again put the variable dollar sign long. This. So this line is most important in full of this code. Just go to Google and just go to here, and if you click on JavaScript Axios page, also you can see here the const URL http this actually URL, and obviously this 53.1 and minus 0.1, this is latitude and longitude. I just replace the value with the constant. So this is basically URI, and yes, it is URI. I just replace the value with the constant lati and long, long. So now create the constant, another option equal to method get, and this method get and headers. Just copy these also from here. Also you can do that. And XAPI, just put your API key, whatever your API key it is, and don't tell API key to others. I will delete my API key after making the some videos. So then function display weather data. So const local element, this is a variable, and const temperature element description element. So here local location temperature description. So at first document dot get element by id location, just get element by id paratech, and then get element by id temperature, and document dot get element by id description, store into these three constant. And then local element location element dot text context equal data dot location dot name. Data dot location dot name, actually I want to print the location name, so that's why data dot location dot name. And then just type, and data is what, data is a parameter, here you can see it. And then just concatenate with the comma, and then data dot location dot country. And then type for the temperature dot element dot text content equal temperature plus data current temperature tem slash c, and description element text content condition, what is the condition of the weather. So actually this is the main function, just see it. And if you have any doubt, then comment below. Location dot element text content, I just change the text content with the data local time name plus concatenate with comma plus data dot location dot country, and temperature element dot text content equal temperature data dot current dot temp c. Okay, so just type this, I will put everything in the telegram. So now function the fetch weather function, and at last run the function. So fetch weather function, fetch dot API, just pass two things. At first the API URL, this very important URL, and then for options, these two, API URL and option, then response dot JSON, and then data, and display weather data, display weather this function. And obviously you can, data is a parameter, and I use this parameter to get the value of location, to get the value of current temperature, to get the value of current condition. And if there is an error, then just type the error fetching weather data or comma error. It is just type the error on the console log, and at last run the fetch weather function. So if you have any doubts, just put the comment on the description box. I'll try my best to clear it. So I will have the separate video on these two things also, for determine the latitude longitude and for determine the weather. So don't worry about that, but just see this video, and this is very easy, friends. You can easily understand this. And if you see the code, so here is a script. At first, just I get at first two variable and latitude longitude. For getting the value of latitude longitude from the views, you can see I have passed already lati logn. So lati logn. So now I use this variable over the URL, and this is the nothing but this URL. And here you can see latitude value and longitude value. I just replace these things at first, and then option just pay copy and paste it. So from the copy from here constant and paste it there. And then you have to fetch with URL and option. This is the URL and option, so I just do the same here. So before I fetching, just I create another function display weather. I just replace the value of this location temperature description with the value of the data local time location name data dot current temperature data dot current condition. And then run the fetch weather function and fetch Fetch API URL and option, same as here. API URL and option, and then response.json, and then data display weather, and data is a parameter, and if there is any error, console.log error, and then fetch weather. Run this function. So yeah, it's absolutely ready. So just go to here, put the location any. At first it will show you the latitude and longitude value, and click on submit. Type the submit to see the weather report. And I think there would be some error. No, there is no error. I just off the server and run the server again. Python manage.py run server. So you can see this is the Bombay, India, temperature 33 and condition is missed. Run again, put any location. So this is the latitude, longitude and current weather. And in this, instead of input tag, you can use also here deep tag, p tag for user not change the value. It will be more safe. So you can do it easily. So just click on submit and you can see the London, United Kingdom temperature is 14-degree cloudy conditions. Okay, so now check anything. New York, and click on get data and just submit. Yes, you can see. Okay, so just check the description box for the source code and also join the Telegram group for the source code. I think this video is very much helpful to you, and just create the API key from opencagedata and also WeatherAPI. So just create the API key with weatherapi.com inside the Rapid API, and this is very easily you can see it, and just subscribe it. And then how to unsubscribe, I also show you. Just go to the manage subscription and then just wait and click on unsubscribe, so your API key will be deleted. And also here go to settings, how can you delete your API key, and just disable. Okay, so this is very simple. So this is for OpenCage to get the geolocation, and this is for the weather API, and this is for only to get the weather details. So hopefully I make something understandable to you. And so thanks for watching this video. See you in another video. Thanks for watching, friends. Thank you.